address you people. We love you. Rastafari. Big up yourself, Leon. Rasti. Ruben.
Always a pleasure to be in grand form. Let me recognize the presence of your pal rep, Honourable Ivor Stephenson.
Yeah!
And my other colleagues who are here, all here in solidarity with you, the young people of the Grand Fork constituency. Tonight we have witnessed the launch of the Grand Fork Morne Riviere Cyrique Labour Youth Organization. This is not a rally. It is not a political meeting. It is a simple ceremony where the young people of this constituency have decided to let the entire constituency and the country know that the youth of this constituency are solidly with Ivor Stephenson and the Dominica Labour Party. Ladies and gentlemen, I can boast that I, as Prime Minister, has visited Grand Fork more than all Prime Ministers put together. I have been to your homes, I have been to your schools, I have been to the church here. I have visited you on several occasions. I have been here to speak to the young people about taking charge of their future and taking charge of their lives. I have been here to speak to parents about doing what they ought to do to help their children learn at school. My dear friends, your Labour government is working. Your government has been working to build a prosperous Dominica. This world has been going through a very difficult period in the history of mankind. Every single country in the world has its own challenges, Dominica included. And I can say to you that if you have seen development under this Labour Party government, let us see what happens in the future. Because when you look at what is being offered to you as an alternative to this Labour Party government, there is no way on God's earth the young people and the people of Dominica can vote in the Workers' Party back into office. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, to lead your people, you must first love your people. And the people who are proposing themselves or putting themselves forward to lead this country have no record of loving Dominicans and Dominica. They have no record of service to Dominica. None whatsoever. But we in the Labour Party have a record of working for Dominica, and more so have a record of loving Dominica and Dominicans. I see, ladies and gentlemen, that the opposition has been going all over the world, trying to make friends. But they spent 14 years attacking and vilifying every single country, every single institution which has helped Dominica over the last 14 years. They have cursed Venezuela, they have cursed China, they have cursed the World Bank, they have cursed the ECCB, they have cursed Cuba, they have cursed Morocco. And today, they want to go to these people saying that they want to be friends. But let me tell you here in Grand for the young people that like everything else in diplomacy, the people will never forget what you have said about them. When you have an ambassador in a country, that ambassador will record everything you say about his government, his president, his prime minister, and his country, and send it back to capital. So the whole world knows what the Workers' Party and Lennox Linton and others have said about their government and their people. But what we have done is in these 14 years is to build solid relationships. Solid relationships that have redounded to the benefit of every single Dominican in this country. And sometimes I say to my colleagues in cabinet that one of our biggest problems in the government is that we make doing things appear to be so easy. Not speaking sufficiently to the people of Dominica about the challenges Dominica confronts. We have gone about our business raising significant sums of money to build this country. We could have gone to commercial loans, borrowed money at commercial rates, and placed a high debt on the people of Dominica. We could have imposed taxes on the people of Dominica, but we have maintained that we wanted to reduce any burden on the people of Dominica. And that's why we have used our foreign policy so brilliantly to bring about increased monies into the treasury of Dominica to help build this country. Some countries in the Caribbean focus mainly on human development. Others focus on infrastructural development. But we in the Dominican Labour Party, we here in Dominica, have been able to deal with both issues at the same time. Both issues at the same time. Building a better infrastructure in Dominica, and at the same time, building on human capacity, human development in this country. The Minister for Education spoke to you about education opportunities here in Dominica. When we came into office in 2000, only 7% of all high school graduates had access to the college. Only 7%. It means that for 93% of Dominicans never saw the light of day of the college here in Dominica. We came in and we introduced a strategy to address this issue. And ladies and gentlemen, today, 87% of all high school graduates have access to the state college. 87%. But beyond that, we have set the platform to allow for 100% of all high school graduates to have access to the college. When we came into office, about 44% of all primary school graduates had access to secondary school. We set ourselves a target to achieve universal secondary education by 2007. And that was achieved in 2005. Every single primary school graduate has a space at a secondary school in Dominica. That meant more teachers in the classroom. That meant more classrooms. That meant more investment in education. And today, we have more of our young people studying at various universities across the world. Not because countries offer us scholarships, not because universities offer us scholarships, but because the government went out there to negotiate opportunities for our young people. Because our goal is to ensure that our people have the access and they can take advantage of the access. All of this cost us tremendous sums of money. The young children here in Grand 4, you will be down at the bus stop after 5, after 6 at night, trying to get home. That impacted negatively on your education. And when I came here with your parents, when I came here and the parents told me of the challenge they were having, we decided that the government shall provide transportation to every single child in this constituency. Every single child in this constituency. We did not discriminate against you because you did not support us. Because education is a right. And we ensure that every single child had access to that bus transportation. I see Marcus here, our master of ceremony. Where's Marcus? Where's Marcus? I knew Marcus from Bath Road. Marcus lived in Bath Road. And I remember Marcus as a young man growing up. And that's why Marcus can stand here today. Can stand here today and tell you he is a product and a success of the Dominica Youth Business Trust. Here it is. When I met Marcus on Bath Road, and I told Marcus, you need to go and get registered on a DYBT. He was reluctant. And I told him, Marcus, go ahead. And today, Marcus is traveling the Caribbean because of the government's investment in him and many young people in Dominica. So when the young people are following Labour, when the young people are joining the national LYO, and when the young people are saying that when elections are called, they shall vote the Dominica Labour Party, they're doing so by choice. They're doing so because they're beneficiaries of the programs and the policies of the Dominica Labour Party. And that is why we're seeing a record number of young people registering. And I heard the Workers' Party saying, it's for them they're going to vote. For them they're going to vote. The Labour Party young people are saying to us in Dominica that 5 more years for Skerrit, 5 more years for Labour, and 5 more years for them here in Dominica. You're gonna leave what you know for what you don't know. You're gonna leave what you see for what you can't see. You're gonna leave what you have for what you don't have. And my friends, I told you that this is just a launching of the LYO. I told you that this is just the launching of the LYO. I am not here to talk about Thompson Fontaine tonight. Because we know who Lennox Linton is. Making him the leader of the Workers' Party has not changed who Lennox Linton is. But in respect to Thompson Fontaine, the more we dig is the more we find about Thompson Fontaine. The more we dig is the more we demystify Thompson Fontaine. But I will come back and tell you more about Thompson Fontaine next time. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you're doing here in Grand Forum is important. And I want to commend the Member of Parliament for the leadership that he's showing here in the constituency. He's a soft-spoken person. He's an easygoing person. But he has worked for you here in this constituency. He has demonstrated his love and commitment to you here in the constituency. And that is why you, the young people in the LYO, are numbered well over 100 in your group. And that is a great achievement. Of course we have more to come. So let me say to you, ladies and gentlemen, take care of your constituency. Take care of yours. Let us deal, we in the Labour Party will deal with the national picture. But I want you to hold on to your constituency and hold on to it and guard it jealously. But the work is not over launching yourself is not over. We have to ensure, you have to ensure, that every young person of voting age in this constituency is registered and is educated about the reasons why they should vote the Dominica Labour Party over the Workers' Party. Because you have a story to tell about what Labour has done. Because Labour has achieved tremendously in its 14 years. And I can tell you, my dear friends, running the affairs of Dominica is not easy. It is a very difficult task. There was just a meeting concluded in St. Kitts of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. And people are still amazed as to how Dominica can do all of these things, all of these infrastructural works, all of these social programs, and yet still not impose a heavy debt on its people. We have reduced our debt from 110% of GDP to 65% of GDP. That is about managing the debt and keeping the debt at low levels so that you, the citizens and residents of this country, will not be burdened with a high debt rate. And that is important. Because when you see Greeks coming with promises and gifts, when they come here and they tell you they will do this and they will do that, you must ask them a very simple but important question. Where will you get the money to do what you intend to do for all of us here in Granford and Dominica? Because it is easy to make promises, but it is more difficult to find and to fetch the resources to implement those programs. So when we come here and we tell you that we will do this, we know where the money is coming from. We can raise the money because we have friends and we have been able to manage the affairs, the financial affairs of Dominica in a prudent and responsible manner. And if they cannot respect a little money from DAS, you think it's the treasury money they respect? So, ladies and gentlemen, let me say to you, the young people, that you must set high goals for yourself. You must set high goals for yourself. And you must take advantage of the many opportunities in education. You must take advantage of the programs under the DYBT. You must take advantage of the National Employment Program. You have to be positive thinking people. Think positively about yourself and your country. And let us work together to build this country. So, my dear friends, the message here is simple. That you know Dominica has been in good hands since 2000. Because if we did not rescue Dominica from the Workers' Party, we would be in a very difficult and dangerous position. Because it is the Workers' Party that brought us into misery in 2000. Just 4.5 years they had. Can you imagine if they had 14 years to destroy this country? We've had to rescue this country and to build Dominica. So today, all of you here in Granford and Dominica can enjoy the hard work of the Dominica Labour Party. So I know here in Granford, there are sections of the main road which need to be fixed. And I know, though we have helped dozens of people here in Granford with housing, the entire constituency, there are still several people who still need housing. But I will say to you here in Granford that the Freedom Party was in government for 15 years. And the Workers' Party was in government for 4.5 years. And none of them did one single house here in Granford. Not one of them fixed one house in Granford. Not one of them thought it was necessary to get you off the pit latrine and into a modern washroom facility. They wanted to leave you backward so you can come back to them every time. But we in the Labour Party is about uplifting people. We're about setting high goals and working with you towards achieving those high goals for yourself and for this country. I know, my dear friends, tomorrow we have to go to work. And I do not want to be long, and many of you have to go to school tomorrow. And make sure that you have done homework. And make sure that when you go to work, that you can give a fair day's work. Because we have to be more productive in Dominica. We have to help this government to build a better Dominica. And I want to thank you, the young people. I want to thank you for the confidence and trust that you continue to place in me as the leader of this country and the leader of the Dominica Labour Party. I want to thank you. But rest assured, my dear friends, rest assured that the work we have started shall continue. And in respect to the election date, I am saying to you here in Grandfont, Dominica, that you must place your eyes on me. Place your eyes on me, and you will get a hint at the right time about the date of the next general elections. But all I will say to you tonight, is that I am in the best of health. I am ready, I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. And let me tell you, my friends, I am not prepared to relinquish one seat for the Workers' Party at the next election. Not one seat, ladies and gentlemen. We are going and we shall be returned to office because you, the people of Dominica, will decide and make that decision to vote back a working government, a working party, a party and a government that cares about you, the people of Dominica. They have demonstrated the love for the young people. They have demonstrated the love for the older people. And let's continue to work together. I thank you very much. I thank you very much for inviting me to speak to you. I thank you, Parliament, for inviting me. And I thank the people of Grandfont, Morne, and Riviere, who are always so welcoming. To me. I always feel at home here in Grandfont. And I believe I might be the only politician in Dominica who can go in any home in Grandfont and sleep for the night. That's how welcoming I feel here in Grandfont. So I wish you all the best, my friends. Thank you very much. God bless you. Let's hold strong. Let's stick with Labour. Let's stick with Ivor Stephenson. Let us ensure that all the young people are registered to vote at the next general elections. Thank you very much. I love you very much. I love you here, the young people of Grandfont. I love you here, the people of the Grandfont constituency. Thank you very much, and God bless you.